The Zed Creators have kind of become a cult classic release from Zaharoff. Honestly, Zaharoff in general kind of has a cult following in the fragrance world. It's kind of cool, and the community is fantastic. So today we're going to kick off the new Zed Creators 3.0 reviews. So from this release, we had Sunkissed Island. This was Ross Carlos's from TLTG Reviews. We also had Seamless Soul, which is Justin Copeland from Stay Fresh Productions. And then we have the new creator, which is Jordan, I don't know his last name, but also known as the Giant Connoisseur with Ibire. And he is the Nigerian giant. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick, also known as Saint Nick. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for the continued support. And if you're new here, I create fragrance content in the form of detailed and objective reviews. If that's something that interests you, please hit that like button, drop a comment below, and consider joining the community by hitting subscribe. So let's get on to this review. Now, the 3.0 release was kind of a big deal. It had been a little while since Zed Creators 2.0 had come out, and those three were huge hits. So obviously people were excited about this new one, and with a new face in the group, hey, we were all excited. So today we're gonna get things kicked off with Sunkissed Island. Like I said, this is Ross from TLTG Reviews. Get a little backside art on that as well. Obviously, these bottles are always very cool. Ross's two first creations were more iris-based and kind of aromatic spicy fragrances. I don't have Business Over Pleasure, but I do have Evening Mystique, and it was lovely. So whenever he dropped Sunkissed Island, it was definitely a deviation from what he had put out. And in my opinion, he knocked it out of the park with this one. This is definitely my favorite offering from this release of 3. So let's get into it. The retail price on a 60 milliliter bottle is $155. The perfumer was Claude Deer himself, which is kind of Zaharoff's house perfumer, we'll say. The overall scent profile of this is going to be kind of a tropical, boozy, musky fragrance. It's really nice, and we're gonna get into the details right now. Top notes are going to include red seaweed, we've got ginger, cardamom, lime, and mint. Now, this makes for a very fresh and zesty and invigorating opening. It's a beautiful opening. The red seaweed does take the back seat. It gives it just a little bit of this aquatic, salty kind of vibe. Really, the stars here are the ginger and the cardamom, adding this fresh and warm spice blend with a little bit of zing from the lime and the mint. It's refreshing, and it takes you straight to a tropical island. It doesn't last the longest, which is a shame because cardamom is lovely and it really is special, but it gets you into the heart. Now, the heart is also where this one really starts to come alive. You get a really neat tequila accord, you get a lot of jasmine, you get rose, and you get ylang-ylang. Now, the heart is really what sets this one off for me, and really what separates it from the others, because I think it's incredible. Not many people, I actually don't know any other fragrance that uses a tequila accord. It's there for a few minutes, like you'll smell it and then it kind of disappears, and that oftentimes happens with boozy accords, but it's really neat. It literally takes you to an island where you are sipping on like a fresh margarita. But the star of the show here is the jasmine. Now, it's not the richest jasmine, it's kind of drier, but it's so prevalent. The white floral aspect it takes off. The rose sits behind, and the ylang-ylang, which ylang-ylang is beautiful. It's kind of known as poor man's jasmine, but when it's used in conjunction with jasmine, it just kind of fills it out, gives it a yellow floral touch, and gives it a slightly more tropical vibe because ylang-ylang has a slight banana-y note on its own. You get to hold on to the mid for quite a while, maybe a couple hours, and then you start to transition into the base. The base continues the wowness for me, and it's a really great foundation for this fragrance. You get blonde woods, which to me, it kind of presents itself as sandalwood. You get coconut milk, you get amber, and you get musk. The blend of these things together is really spectacular. In my opinion, the coconut milk is lovely. I don't typically care for coconut fragrances, but in this one, it really works paired with the amber and the kind of skin musk that they've created, which honestly gives you the vibe of warm skin on the beach. It's beautiful. The blonde woods, like I said, is kind of a sandalwood kind of thing going on here. It's spicy. And as a whole, you get a rich coconut and amber base. It's really spectacular. One thing I really loved about this fragrance is it's not linear. You get a nice transition and transformation from top to bottom. Each kind of part of the pyramid has its own part to play. You don't get bored with it and you keep going back. So, is this original? Absolutely. It's wonderful. One of the best tropicals I've smelled in a long time. I don't typically go for tropical fragrances. The audience is going to be unisex in my opinion. I think either gender can wear this, and I think any age will really appreciate wearing this fragrance. The performance for me was not spectacular. I got a medium projection for a little while, and then really it kind of dials back to a skin scent for the duration. I get about 6 hours, maybe up to 7. It's not, like I said, spectacular. It works for what it is. Tropical fragrances don't typically have the longest longevity, especially whenever they are like this and maintain a really natural smell. As far as seasons go, being a tropical fragrance, it is most suited for summer, but in my opinion, I think wear this anytime year round. It is pretty nice. Like wearing it around the house whenever you're just leisure, it's great. It's cozy, it's comforting. You got to put it on to understand what I'm getting at. Now, as far as what occasion to wear this on, like I said, it's kind of a vacation fragrance. Wear it leisurely. Maybe don't wear it to the office. It's a little playful for the office, but other than that, wear it whenever the heck you want. Let's get to that rating. So I'm going to give this one an 8.0. I think it just tips over the edge of being above average and into the exceptional range. I was very pleased with it, with the amount that it changed, the perfumery. Like I said, Claude Deer is a master perfumer. He did an excellent job with this one. And the only thing I could have asked for is maybe a little bit more performance and for these stages to last maybe a little bit longer. But even then, I'm really pleased with it. It does, being a tropical fragrance, kind of hold itself back from being a really versatile option. But at the end of the day, it is an exceptional release in my opinion. This is definitely one I would recommend getting your nose on. I think this one is selling out the fastest because a lot of people are finding that this is their favorite offering. So if you see this and it's gone, I'm sorry, but hey, next time don't sleep on it. So guys, with that, if you enjoyed that review, please consider hitting the like button, dropping me a comment below. Have you smelled this? Did you want to smell it? What's your favorite tropical fragrance? And if you wouldn't mind, hit that red subscribe button, join the community, and continue to see this channel grow. It means a lot to me. And we'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.